greenberg.com. It's now time for what we call the central casting part of the show, because we always like to ask the local stuff, but I got to tell you, this name, if you want to have a name for a wilderness guide, I've got the guy for you, Chaz Rock. How'd I do so far?
Pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah.
It's old German.
Yeah, I'll take it, though. I want a guy guiding me with the last name of Rock. And you're a guide in the Naturalist right here at the Talisker Club, but most importantly here, you've been here a long time.
I have. 25 years and never looked back.
Where did you come from?
At that point, I was coming from Kentucky, but my home has been up in the Northeast. This is like Florida with snow. So much sunshine here.
But I mean, okay, let's assume I've never been here before, which is not true because, of course, I have. But where would you want to take me that would surprise me, even though I know I'm in Utah?
I guess where I'd take you is anywhere in the Wasatch Mountains here or the Uinta Mountains, just 20 road miles to the east here. And you would hear yourself think, it's so quiet and peaceful.
See, I like to say, I've been on some beaches where I like to say, if you're looking to see footprints, just turn around because you're the only one who made them.
Exactly.
Yeah. More or less the same?
Exactly, especially I think in the Uintas. It's easier to get around. It's not as steep, at least in the foothills. It's very accessible, and it's very family-oriented that way.
Now, I have an admission to make to you, and that is, I love going out in the open. I love hiking. But when it comes to horseback riding, I usually end up with a horse named Champ who takes one look at me. We get about 17 feet away, and then he turns around and goes back to the barn at 90 miles an hour. And in 1997, what did you do?
Oh.
Yeah, what did you do?
1997, I crossed the United States, finishing in Walport, Oregon, 3,600 miles.
On what? On horseback.
On a horse.
And you're still walking?
Well, the horse complained a little bit. As I like to say, the horse's nicknamed George, Coast to Coast by George.
Coast to Coast by George.
Oh, yeah.
And the horse made it?
He made it without a hitch.
How long did it take you?
I did it bits and pieces through 4 years.
Wow.
Coming back here to Park City.
Amazing.
Yeah, every time then heading back out where I left off, meeting people on the way.
And then at the end you married the horse, didn't you?
Oh, he's married to me. I'm not sure the other way around. No, we're committed.
Well, when you think about all the things you can do here, and it's not just seasonal, it's just 12 months a year, really.
Exactly.
I mean, mountain biking, obviously snowshoeing, snowboarding, skiing,
you know, I was thinking
cross-country.
About what is it we don't do here in the outdoors. I haven't seen any parachuting, but I think everything else. You've got hot air ballooning. You've got your freshwater fishing, your motorboat activities, your water skiing, and so forth.
Okay, but to be devil's advocate, some idiot is always going to try to do something, right? Because that's why they have that show on the air called Jackass, right? All right. So what's the stupidest thing somebody ever tried to do out in the wild that you said, I can't believe they tried to do that here?
Oh, here?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably going down an inner tube, some rapids here and some of our rivers back here. I think that's pretty nutty.
And that ended them up in...
upside down.
Yeah, if they were lucky.
If they were lucky. Anyway.
What would you say is a good beginning activity for someone? If you want to get out there.
In the wintertime, you know, the skiing is just incredible.
But not the skiing. I'm talking about getting out there in a wilderness situation, other than skiing.
You know, keep it simple is my philosophy. Just taking a hike, strolling with a family. Take the dog. Take your camera by all means. Maybe a pair of binoculars. In other words, I like to have people consider slowing it down. And so hiking's the best way to do that.
Okay, you just gave me the word, slowing it down. What's the biggest mistake people make when they first get up here?
Well, I think they're on the sidewalk and have to hurry to get there to have fun. You know, and if they just looked up and slowed down, they'd be able to get it all in and feel like they're on vacation finally.
Well, at least they get a chance to think.
Exactly. Or not. You know, the most important thing I try to get across to people when I take them out is, again, to look around, take it in, just to observe. And at that point, you know, it starts to make sense, starts to sink in, and they feel part of the environment.
So you've been here how many years now?
25 years.
And they haven't discovered yet. They haven't figured it out, right?
No, they do. They get it.
Okay, considering the fact that you're out there in the wilderness, where do you go to hide out?
My backyard. I live out in the Uinta Mountains. At the National Forest right behind me. I just get on the horse and go. I pack for vacations. It's all about what I do with my friends. We horseback. We camp on our horses. Take all our gear with us. and then get to a river or lake.
And that's all
fly
year
fish.
round? That's all year round?
No, there's way too much snow up there now.
That's okay. I was just making
The
sure.
horses on
we're
the
talking
west.
we're talking summer.
Yeah, spring and summer, fall.
Cool. All right, but I still love the name Chaz Rock. I just want to page you at the airport and see who shows up. Mr.
never
Rock,
know.
Mr.
You never
Chaz.
know.
I know, that's what worries me. Hey man, thanks for
Good.
joining me. I
You're
really
welcome.
appreciate that.
Thank you.